So let's talk a little bit about diabetes and sleep apnea, because they're actually very closely related. We have studies after studies that show that most people with diabetes also have sleep apnea and vice versa. But no one really ever connects the dots. How does diabetes occur? Why did you develop it? And does it have anything to do with the sleep apnea? And actually it does. We know that when you have sleep apnea, you're choking on your tongue all night. And every time you choke on your tongue, you really spike your body with cortisol, your fight or flight response, your stressor hormones. So if you think about what happens when those hormones are released into your body, that's norepinephrine, cortisol, glutamate, all those hormones, and then look at all the symptoms you're having with diabetes, the two go hand in hand. So we know that whenever you have diabetes, you have problems with insulin isn't working well with your cells. Every time you have a sleep apnea event, even if it's just a little bit of snoring, your body's flooded with cortisol, and one of the things cortisol does is it takes all the sugar that you have stored in your liver and in your cells and in your fat, it converts all that to sugar and releases it into the bloodstream. And then insulin's job is to come in and clean all that up. After a while, the cells just stop listening to the insulin. That's insulin-resistant diabetes. So if you're spiking sugar all night long, your insulin just loses its ability to put it back into your cells, so your diabetes gets worse. The other thing that happens is, as a diabetic, everyone's telling you to lose weight, but you can't, and you keep putting on more and more weight. The ironic thing is, you have all the sugar in the world, but it's just floating through your bloodstream. You can't get it into your cells, so you're hungry, you're starving, usually for carbohydrates. You want something sugary, a donut, a Cokes, or ice cream. So you're never satisfied, you're always hungry, and you keep wanting sugary foods. And everyone keeps trying to tell you to diet, but you can't because you're not sleeping at night. We also know that with diabetes, you have problems healing. You have neuropathy to your feet, foot pain. You have diabetes that causes blindness, where you have retinopathy problems. Well, that's because the same cortisol that's spiking all this sugar in your bloodstream is also highly inflaming your inflammatory system, and it's shutting down your immune system, so you don't heal. That's why you develop all these problems. The reason you're having the diabetes, though, could very well simply be because you're not sleeping at night because you have sleep apnea. And if the two are together, by treating the sleep apnea, we can't necessarily cure the diabetes. A lot of the damage has already been done, but we can certainly make it much better. We can give you a much better quality of life, and we can reduce the amount of medicine that you're taking. So diabetes and sleep apnea actually go hand in hand. One usually causes the other.